What you doing, Otaku? I'm the AC, and I'm going to talk about the new Digimon reboot. Yes, it is here, and they did it for some reason. I don't know why. If you haven't seen the first two episodes I'm going to be talking about today, don't worry. You can watch the first few minutes of this while I talk about my initial thoughts about it. I won't spoil anything in the video until I actually tell you I'm going to spoil something. So, first off, I love the original Digimon, especially the first two seasons. Mainly the second one was my favorite, of course. But the first one, of course, holds a great spot in my heart, and it's the one they've done the most with, eventually. We've had Try come back in, we've had another movie that I couldn't see because you gotta be able to go to a movie theater in order to see it in the theater, so I guess we'll be able to see that eventually. And maybe this reboot would have made more sense if I could have saw the last movie, but I didn't. It's still weird that they rebooted it. But it's not the first series that has done it. We've seen Pokemon reboot movies before, with Pokemon I Choose You. We've also seen like Beyblade come back after a little while. Only saw part of the original series, but they brought it back and it lasted a little while. Digimon did this weird thing with their series. Every new season was like a new series with new cast of characters, especially after the second one. They did Tamers, and then they did a weird one where they combined with their Digimon, and then there was like Xeno Wars, Zeros Wars, I don't know, and there was Data Master Squad, I don't know. I pretty much only care about the first two. And Yu-Gi-Oh! Does the same thing. They do a new season after every little while. I think they're going on to their 7th one. But Yu-Gi-Oh's done it better than Digimon. Pretty much, I don't think anybody knows anything about Digimon aside from the first, maybe the second series. And it's understood. Like, I haven't watched all of Yu-Gi-Oh! I've been working on it. I haven't watched all of these Digimon series, even though I've also worked on it. But it should be admired more. A lot of people call Digimon like a Pokemon knockoff. Digimon, the show, especially the first season, is much better than the Pokemon show. I haven't played any Digimon games, but whatever. But let's actually talk more about this reboot. So, it is a fascinating thing if you think about it. The original show came out when technology was really starting to kick off, and there was this like, oh, what possibilities does technology have? Could there be this whole nother digital world? And it was really cool, you go back in the 90s. Now it's 2020. Technology has become like a dependence. We have this dependence on technology. We have smartphones. We have technology on us all the time. Now it's like, this could be a real thing. Technology may be advanced enough already for this to actually be a reality. Of course, that doesn't mean we're going to like jump into a digital world ourselves, but having like, some kind of AI, maybe a little monster that could become, something we could get attached to. It's a possibility. And that's the most fascinating thing about this 2020 reboot. The other thing is, I watched Digimon as a kid, and I watched it all in English. And then I rewatched it when I was in high school. And then Try came out a few years ago, I watched that, and then we had the movie. But now I watch stuff in Japanese, so now I have to get used to Japanese names, because I remember Tai, Matt, TK, Kari, and I was like, dang, now I gotta know their Japanese names. So, this is kind of where it's going to start getting spoilery for you who haven't seen it yet, so come back to the rest of this video later. Okay, starting with the first episode, all we really see is Taichi and Koshiro, who is he? But, I'll call him Koshiro. A little bit of Hikari. And it's weird, because there's a whole new origin. They do this entire episode kind of just between Taichi and Koshiro, but it's weird. They don't do like the original thing where they go to a camp. It's like, I guess they're going to bring people in slowly. But that's also another weird thing, because Taichi's the only one they show go into this digital realm, not even like a digital world. And there's like, he meets Agumon eventually, and it just goes off from there. So, right away, it's a completely new origin. I don't know where it's going to go. I don't know if I like it yet or not. It's weird. I expected something similar. I mean, I didn't want it to be exactly the same because otherwise there's no point in rebooting it. You could just re-show the original. Animation, it's not like animation goes bad. It still is fine. So it's good the reboot's different, it's different in a weird way. By the end of the episode though, you already see Greymon. And very end, you see Yamato with Garurumon. Yeah, there's a lot of Digi-evolution right away. And this is also where it's kind of, for me, there's so far been no sense of adventure or development. It's just, hey, here's the Digimon, it's already Digivolving, it's already here. And it's weird. The second episode is just more fighting. No more, nothing else is added. You get glimpses of the other Digidestin, but that's it, just a glance. By the end, you do see that Takeru and Hikari get a feather, and so that means they may be coming into the third episode. But the weirder part is you already see Omnimon. Yeah, apparently Greymon and Garurumon already fused together. Second episode? I don't know where they're going. It's weird. But the story and the fact that Omnimon's gone here and there's this virus that's kind of taking control, and the virus is apparently launching a nuke that's heading for Tokyo. Does any of this sound familiar to you? Because it did to me. It sounds a whole lot like what happens in a Digimon movie. Yes, it's really similar. We see Omnimon. We see there's a virus Digimon. There's nukes. They're trying to save the day. It's really reminiscent of this movie, which has also not been a weird thing for Digimon to do either. If they're like reinventing the movies to try to make it as the beginning of a series, this has been done before. One, at least when Crunchyroll streamed the Try movies, they did it as episodes. But also, Dragon Ball Super, they put out movies and then they incorporated them into Dragon Ball Super and made them part of the series, which was weird. But the way they're doing this is just kind of, I don't know, confusing as to where they're trying to go, who they're trying to target as their audience. Because I feel like progressing this fast with the evolutions will only be like cool for people who've already watched Digimon. But I feel like the story and what they're doing isn't something Digimon fans would really like be drawn to. And if they're aiming for like kids, like yeah, kids like flashy stuff, but they're not going to have that same like sentimental feeling of watching the characters grow and the Digimon and the Digidestin grow close together. And whenever the first Digi-evolution of a new Digimon comes, they're not going to have that excitement of being and seeing something cool. They're seeing it all so fast already. It's like they're going to just be impatient if they draw anything else out later. I don't know, it's weird. So it's having me thinking that maybe this is just going to be a short series. I haven't seen any news about how long this series is supposed to be. If they're trying to do a whole nother reboot, trying to create a whole nother generation like Beyblade did, they're doing it a weird way. And I don't like the way they're doing it. But they also haven't even shown the rest of the Digidestin. So maybe they're trying to do a try kind of thing where they're all going to incorporate the Digidestin and then they're all going to get cool new Digi-evolutions right away. Because that's kind of what happens in Try. But I don't know. I guess we'll just see where it goes. It's only been 2 episodes. I'm rooting for it. I love Digimon. It's so cool. And I feel like it's underappreciated a whole much. A whole lot. A whole so much. Sure. But what do you think? Have you seen the new Digimon reboot yet? Did you like it if you did? Are you kind of turned off already? Let me know. Let's talk about Digimon. Digimon's cool. It should be talked about even more. And hopefully that movie will come out later and that'll give us even more to talk about. But if you like what I said, like what I have to say about anime and all other kind of things, otaku, Japanese related, manga, anime, whatever it has to be, go ahead and like this video. And if you want to see me talk more about all that stuff, go ahead and subscribe to my channel. But until then, thank you for watching. I'm DAC and Bye.